Hey, what's up guys? So we're talking about combined apartments in New York City. Hey, what's up guys? Cohen from Compass here, and we're talking about combined apartments. You ever go apartment shopping and you see a little 16 LM? Maybe there was once an L and then there was an M and then somebody knocked down a wall and put those two together. Makes sense, right? Like, imagine a situation, you're in a one bedroom and now you got a baby, or now you have twin babies, and you're just like, oh my God, where am I gonna put these babies? Potentially, the apartment next to you comes onto the market, or you talk to your neighbor and they're moving out, and you could get a decent deal on that apartment. In some instances, it really makes sense because it saves you from paying brokerage fees and listing your apartment and looking around and trying to find one and moving all your things. You know, there are reasons why this makes sense for people, and there's reasons why that these apartments do exist. So if you can save a lot of money and time and energy, for some people it makes sense just to combine the apartment. There are drawbacks, and one drawback is that really when you combine two apartments, for each apartment you're still paying the same common charges and maintenance for the entire building. So it's almost like you are getting taxed extra and not reaping additional benefits with the dual maintenances that you're going to be paying and that get combined. So keep that in mind. That is a drawback. Another potential drawback is that sometimes these apartments really don't lay out that well. Making sure that you can configure them so that they make logical sense is super important, that the proportions of the space make sense. You know, you're gonna have two kitchens, so one of them needs to be taken out and repurposed, at least that portion of the space. Floor plan by floor plan, you see some of these combination units are a little quirky, which could make it a little bit harder to resell in the future. As you're buying or selling a combination unit, something that is super important is you have to actually file to legally combine the apartments. So the Alt-2 permit is your abbreviated process to actually combine the units. So selling two apartments is taxed commercially and not as a residential transaction. And commercial taxes are higher when you're selling two apartments instead of one. So pay attention to this, get it done before you sell. Otherwise, you will be paying more money and it's gonna cost you. So part of the due diligence process, if I'm representing a buyer, is we check the DOB and see if they've been legally combined. I do this for the sellers too, because this process could take 6, 7, 8 months to do, and you really can't push something to closing without these being legally combined, and it costs $2,000 to $15,000 to actually file the permits with the DOB and do it. If you're about to list your apartment and these haven't been filed, do it now. Get ahead of it. Don't just throw some pictures online and do it. You want to bring your apartment to the market when all of your ducks are in a row. So that's just something to pay attention to on the buy side and the sales side. That's all I've got right now about combined apartments. Super beneficial for some, sometimes could lead to a quirky layout, so be mindful of it. Always feel free to reach out to me for a second opinion. I'll give you my thoughts, or can put you in touch with the right contractors to get the job done. This is Cohen. If you like what you're seeing, feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Talk soon. Bye-bye.